How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday in my world. Happy whenever you'll see this in your world, okay? Bienvenidos a mi canal. Welcome back to my channel if you know me. Thank you so much for coming back to see you, girl. I appreciate you. All the things. If you do not recognize this face right here, my bad. My name's Latrice. Nice to meet you. And this right here is Faith by Latrice. Yes. Where faith is the muscle we exercise around here. Now let's get on into it. No dilly-dally. Mira. John 1:4-5 says, "The Word gave life to everything that was created, and his life brought light to everyone. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness can never extinguish it." All right. Now, let me try to get this because it's hot, y'all. Here we go. Okay, boom. So this devotional was about stumbling in the dark. Now let me read something to you real quick. So it's basically about like walking in the dark or being in darkness, right? And so this little section says, many times throughout the Bible, God likens being in sin to being in darkness. When we immerse ourselves in sin, thus rejecting the light of the truth, we can no longer see what we are running into. Wait a minute. When we immerse ourselves in sin, thus rejecting the light of truth, we can no longer see what we're running into. We run into things in darkness, right? If it's 11 o'clock at night, you ain't got no lights on in your house, and you want to go get up to get some food, or you want to go get the thing you left in the living room, whatever, and you don't feel like turning on no lights, and you get to walking around, and you might stub a toe on something because it's dark in there. You can't see. Metaphor of darkness. Boom. Now, let me get y'all this information. Because Jesus decided that he wanted me to tell y'all, so I'm going to tell y'all. When you're not where you're supposed to be, it's hard to see where you're going. When you're not where you're supposed to be, it's hard to see where you're supposed to go, right? Where you're supposed to be going. That's one. Now, according to what was just described in this little devotional where it says, throughout the Bible, God likens being in sin to being in darkness. So if sin, aka missing the mark, is being in darkness, right, equals darkness, then being right on target is being in the light. Did y'all catch it? Because sin, what is sin? That's just a Christianese word for missing the mark. Missing, like back in Bible times, right? It literally was like shooting a bow and arrow. You missed the mark. So you get what I'm saying? So if sin or missing the mark is being in darkness, then being right on target or being right where you're supposed to be is being in the light. It's easier for God to be the lamp unto our feet and the light unto our path when we are where we're supposed to be. El tema de hoy. Be where you're supposed to be. Now, what does this mean? What am I saying? Like, if you're not where you're supposed to be, right? Boom. For example, if God gave you some instructions, you need to be out of this job by December, January. And here we go, March, and you still lingering around for whatever reason because you feel like I have stability at this job. I want to stay. It's a steady paycheck. I'm going to do this. If you're not where you're supposed to be, how are you supposed to get to the next thing God is trying to show you if you won't follow the instructions? Be where you're supposed to be. If you're in a relationship with somebody that you know you're not supposed to be in, and yet you're still in it, God was like, no, that's not for you, but you're still in it. You're not where you're supposed to be, so you can't even receive the thing. Remember we was talking about those closed hands we have? This goes the same for disobedience, Jesus. Being disobedient, God's like, I need you to do this, and you're not doing it. He's like, you cannot receive what I have for you if you won't obey. Follow the plan. Keep up. Be where you're supposed to be. Jesus. I believe it was Elijah and Elisha, right? One of them, I think it's Elisha, was the mentee and Elijah was a mentor. But the mantle was dropped on someone, right? Y'all look it up in the Bible. It's in there. I'm paraphrasing. But if the person was not in the right spot at the right time, they wouldn't have been able to get the mantle dropped on them, right? It's a covering, right? But it's a metaphor. A blessing. If you're not where you're supposed to be, you can't even receive the thing. Oh, Jesus. Be where you're supposed to be. I don't know the thing that God gave you instructions to do. I don't know where you're supposed to be right now. But to reevaluate yourself. Reevaluate your life. Reevaluate your current. You ain't got to go way. Reevaluate your right now. Where are you supposed to be? Are you supposed to be in school? Are you supposed to be studying something? Are you supposed to be refining a skill? What are you supposed to be doing? Jesus, be responsible. Okay. Go about your business. I hope this helps somebody. Si nadie te ha dicho hoy, esta día que te estoy hablando a ti mismo. If nobody has told you today, yes, you. I love you. Because listen, life be lifing. But guess what? We are going to prosper regardless. Catch you on the flip side. Bye.